Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. This is how I optimize web pages for SEO. So to start, I'm in SEMRush and I track my keywords on a daily basis. So in this example, I'm using Google, but I also look at this within Bing. And as you can see here, the average ranking position has stayed basically at the very top of Google. It has dropped off a little bit. So I'm going to kind of go over my thought process of what I'm going to do. So to start, first I click on View SERP. So this is a uh, snapshot from SEMrush. It's going to show me the cache version of how I rank. So you can see over here, you have the keyword, you have SEMrush, it's a directory. People also ask. Then you got one other listing, and then you have me over here. So this is actually really important because as I'm thinking about this of what I would want to do to move my rank forward, there's a couple steps. So first, actually, is I look at SEMrush as an opportunity to get listed on, which I am. So if you go into SEMrush's directory listing, you'll see TM Blast is listed there. I did that on purpose because it's a high quality backlink. So I'm trying to get on another listing as well. It's going to add more credibility for my backlink profile, but it also drives referral traffic to my website. So when you're looking for ways to optimize a web page, obviously you're going to focus on your own website, but then look for opportunities like this, which are third-party sites you can get listed on, which are already ranking on page one of Google. So you can get referral traffic back from them. It's a powerful backlink, and you can even get some leads as well. Next, let's look at the web page itself. So this is what I do for all of my clients. First is how easy is it for Google Bot and Bing Bot to get to? So I have it this page here directly in my menu. So New York local SEO, Google and Bing can actually crawl to that. It's very easy for them to get to. I have third-party tools that I use, Sitebulb, also Screaming Frog, where I can crawl through and get a hierarchy view of how easy it is for Google Bot to get to a certain page, and even Bing Bot as well. So if you're trying to rank a little bit better, give a direct path in your main navigation to your core page. Second, this is my H1 tag over here. You can inspect it. So I'm using Microsoft Edge. You can see over here on the right-hand side, it's going to say the H1 tag is New York local SEO. So that's by design. H1 tag is a ranking factor. Next, let's look at the URL itself. So the URL says New York, then hyphen local hyphen SEO. That's a ranking factor. You don't want to keyword stuff it. I've seen this in the past where people have done things like slash New York City slash Manhattan slash and then it's like NYC local SEO or something similar. Keep it very basic. Make it easy. Doesn't have to have keyword stuffed in the URL. Simply keep it your primary keyword. Go after that and really just that only. Next, let's look at this image over here. So if you inspect this as well, again, I'm using Microsoft Edge. You can see if I hover over this, it's kind of hard to see, but I'll explain this. The image here says New York local SEO for TM Blast. And that's very important because a lot of times people will upload an image to their page, but they don't properly save the file and they don't have the alt tag that's for it. So if you're trying to rank better for the primary keyword, which is New York local SEO, have your image saved as that. It's really going to help reinforce that. Now, I have some other things too. I have other content, and I'm not going to go into exactly all of the content and how I have it here, but I want to explain the main points. So the one of the things that I have here is actually this video. 63% increase in phone calls year over year, New York local SEO. A lot of times people will upload a video directly from YouTube onto their page, and that's it. The problem though is that Googlebot and Bingbot can't read an iframe from YouTube. They won't see it. And the reason why I know this is that you want to go to a Google rich results test. So you want to click on this listing over here. Next, I'm going to put in my URL. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it right back into the rich results test. And then I'm going to hit enter. This is going to now force a Google bot crawl of my website. And we're seeing what Google bot sees. So this isn't exactly Google Search Console. This is a test to see how the bot interacts with the page. So when the bot crawls through, they're going to pull anything like a title tag, the content that's on the page, and any other elements. So you can see here they have breadcrumbs, organization, review snippets, but also the video. It's quite important down here at the very bottom. This is important. I can see here that they detected the name, which is 63% increase in phone calls year over year, New York local SEO. And I have a description over here as well that I talk about the New York local SEO case study. This is quite important. So if you're looking for ways to optimize your page a little bit more, you can have the content. But if you embed a video directly onto your page, be sure to add video schema markup to it. It's going to help Googlebot know exactly what this video is about. And also, it's going to allow the same user experience as well that you would get from a YouTube video. It's just going to have a little more detail in the back, which is going to give you a better ranking chance to rank higher in Google and Bing for this primary keyword. Next is I use SEMRush as a writing tool. So you can see here I have New York local SEO. And if I click on open over here, I already copied in my content. And I have a 7.2 out of 10 score. And this is actually really important because, again, I'm position 3 as of today. It fluctuates between the top 3, but if this was something that I was focused on, I would actually refresh the content because content is always changing. So semantic phrases are new, competitors come in and out. So it's always important to keep re-auditing your content. So the way I explain this is that in SEMrush, you can see over here, it says SEO ad recommended keywords, and they highlight the words in green that I use. But I don't use words like search result. I don't use words like marketing technique. I don't use conversion rates. I don't use even the word SEO company or link building. These are all opportunities for me to kind of go through my web page, add the words that are related. For example, I don't do any link building for my clients, but I did talk about the importance of getting listed on a site that ranks on page 1 of Google to get the referral traffic and potential leads as well. That's not really link building. It's just getting your business listed on another place that's already on page 1 of Google. So in theory, I can actually explain that on my website and say on the New York local SEO page, while I don't focus on traditional link building, I focus more on referral traffic from high quality sites that can ultimately drive more conversions for your account. Let's go back into the page itself. So we talked about the content, we talked about H1 tag, we talked about the URL, we talked about the video schema. Last but not least, what I think is also helping this page is I have a social proof here in the very bottom. Now, this isn't exactly a ranking signal for New York local SEO, but the reason why I put this in here is that I believe that having more social proof on your web page can allow more dwell time to be there from a user perspective. So we know that Google Chrome uses that as Google uses Google Chrome data as part of their ranking factors. They look at things like time spent on page, instead of like bounce in and bounce out, like the pogo stick effect. More time spent on the page, I believe, is a ranking factor. Therefore, having a social proof like this, like I have a video that can keep people on the page longer, but also social proof of them seeing the reviews here, I think is important. I think it helps me kind of stand out a little bit more from my competition. That's all important as well. Then finally, down here at the very bottom, I think what's also important is that I make my NAP very clear for New York local SEO. I have my contact, so they know exactly where my office location is if they ever need to visit. They have my phone number that they can call. They have my email address. They have all of my social proofs. They have the reviews, etc. Again, this isn't going after the keyword necessarily New York local SEO, but what I'm trying to convey is that I'm a real business in this location that you can always meet. I think a lot of times there's other companies that you might be competing with where it's very hard to know where they're located. And I think, again, you want to make it social proof, but also confidence signals as well to keep more people on the page longer so they can contact you. It'd be much easier. So, in summary, when I look at a keyword like New York local SEO, I start off tracking this within SEMrush. I'm looking to be in the top 3 or so, but if I can't get into the top 3, I'm going to look at then secondary sites that I can get listed on, like that directory listing you can see over here, SEMrush. I'm on there, so that gives me referral traffic, gives me a very powerful backlink. Then I put my content into SEMrush. That's how I actually write my content, make sure it has the semantic phrases that I need on the page. And then finally, I have the video that's embedded, but more so than just having an embed from YouTube, it is video schema markup that allows Google and Bing to read the file instead of just an iframe. It really helps with the rankings. Anyway, if this was helpful, let me know in the comment section below. I'm happy to take a look at your website if you have any target keywords you want to rank better for, or just in general if you want to rank for more terms and drive more traffic to your website. You can go to the contact page on TM Blast. Just fill out the form. Happy to take a look at your website. Anyway, thanks guys for watching this video and stay tuned for the next one.